Salary of every African president. The pay of African presidents has long been a topic of debate. A president has a great deal of responsibility. However, it also has a host of benefits. With an estimated 1.4 billion people, Africa, sometimes referred to as the Dark Continent, is the second most populous continent in the world. Due to the abundance of undeveloped natural riches on the continent, many expatriates from other continents are making significant investments. Ironically, because the continent's nations are mainly impoverished, Africa is also recognized for housing some of the world's poorest populations. Some presidents enjoy large salaries from the country's finances, while others are among the least paid in the world. Please like and subscribe as we look at the president of each African country and their annual salaries ranked from lowest to highest paid. The salaries of some African presidents till date remain a misery, which include King Mswati III of Eswatini, General Brice Oligui Nguema of Gabon, Mamady Doumbouya of Guinea, Assimi Goïta of Mali, Abdouraman Tchiani of Niger, and Faure Gnassingbé of Togo. What could there be hiding? Let's dive right in. 48. João Lourenço, Angola. The current president of Angola is João Manuel Gonçalves Lourenço. Prior to his election as president in 2017, he held the position of Minister of Defense in the nation. Angola is situated on southern Africa's western coast. The nation surpassed Nigeria to become the world's largest oil producer in 2022. With an annual salary of $2,368, Lourenço is among the least paid presidents in Africa. 47. Carlos Villanova, São Tomé and Príncipe. Since 2021, Carlos Villanova has served as São Tomé and Príncipe's fifth president. Central Africa is home to the island nation of São Tomé and Príncipe. The principal exports of the country are palm oil, coffee, cocoa, and copra. Carlos Villanova receives an annual salary of $2,930. 46. Isaias Afwerki, Eritrea. Since 1991, Isaias Afwerki has served as president of Eritrea, having spearheaded the EPLF's victory in the country's independence struggle against Ethiopia. The state of Eritrea is a nation in East Africa, whose principal exports include zinc ore, copper, silver, gold, and other metals. The annual salary of the president is $4,766. 45. Umaro Sissoko Embalo, Guinea-Bissau. 2020 saw the election of Umaro Sissoko Embalo as president of Guinea-Bissau. The nation lies in West Africa, and its primary exports are agricultural goods and refined petroleum. According to reports, the president's annual salary is $6,360, which places him among the lowest paid presidents globally. 44. Ismail Omar Guelleh, Djibouti. As one of the African presidents with the longest tenure, Ismail Omar Guelleh has led Djibouti since 1999. East African nation of Djibouti is known for its exports of cattle and palm oil. As of right now, the president receives an annual salary of $10,000. 43. Julius Maada Bio, Sierra Leone. 2018 saw Julius Maada Bio take office as Sierra Leone's president. You can find the Republic of Sierra Leone in West Africa. The primary exports of the nation include diamonds, cocoa beans, titanium ore, etc. The president's pay is $12,220 per year. 42. Macky Sall, Senegal. Since April 2012, Macky Sall has served as Senegal's president. The primary exports of the nation include refined petroleum, gold, groundnuts, etc. The president's annual salary is $15,489. 41. Mahamat Idriss Déby, Chad. The head of state of Chad at the moment is Mahamat Idriss Déby. He is the son of President Idriss Déby Itno, who was assassinated in 2021 in combat with rebels. Landlocked in the intersection of Central and North Africa is the Republic of Chad. The primary exports from the nation are cattle and crude oil. Every year, Mahamat receives $16,640 as salary. 40. José Maria Neves, Cape Verde. After being chosen to hold the position in 2021, José Maria Neves is currently the president of Cape Verde. From 2001 until 2016, he was the country's prime minister. Cape Verde is a small island nation in Central Africa with seafood products such as processed fish, non-fillet frozen fish make up the majority of its exports. José Maria Neves receives an annual salary $20,380. 39. Wavel Rankalawan, Seychelles. Since 2020, Seychelles' president has been Anglican priest Wavel Rankalawan. Recreational boats, refined petroleum, passenger and freight ships, and non-fillet fish are the principal exports of the East African island nation of Seychelles. Wavel Rankalawan receives an annual salary of $23,700. 38. Patrice Talon, Benin. Since April 2016, Patrice Guillaume Athanase Talon has served as Benin's president. West African nation of Benin is mostly known for its exports of lumber, cashew, shea butter, cotton, and cotton seeds. President Talon receives a salary of $25,142 per year. 37. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Sudan. The de facto head of state of Sudan is Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. In October 2021, he orchestrated the overthrow of Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok through a coup d'etat. The primary exports from the nation are cattle and gold. The head of state's pay is $29,320 per year. 36. Moketsi Majoro, Lesotho. Lesotho's prime minister at the moment is Moketsi Majoro. Clothes, diamonds, water, power, wool, and mohair are among the principal exports of this southern African nation. According to reports, the prime minister receives $37,804 as annual salary. 35. Hakainde Hichilema, Zambia. The seventh and current president of Zambia is Hakainde Hichilema, who was elected in 2021. Raw tobacco, gold, copper ore, and refined and raw copper are the principal exports of the Southern Africa landlocked nation of Zambia. The president makes $38,051 a year. 34. Sahle Work Suede, Ethiopia. 2018 saw the election of Sahle Work Suede as Ethiopia's first female president. Presided over by the Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers holds executive authority, making the office primarily ceremonial. Gold, coffee, cut flowers, leather goods, and other items are among its top exports. $38,187 is what Sahle Work Suede earns as annual salary. 33. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania. Samia Suluhu Hassan is another African woman who rose to the position of highest power in her nation. Sworn in 2021, she becomes Tanzania's sixth president. Tanzania is an East African nation known for its cashew nut, cotton, gold, and coffee exports. The president makes $42,000 per annum. 32. Adama Barrow, Gambia. The Republic of the Gambia elected Adama Barrow as its president in 2017. He overthrew longtime leader Yahya Jammeh, who had to seek refuge in Senegal to avoid being charged. The smallest nation in West Africa is called the Gambia. Gold and agricultural items, however, are the primary exports. The annual salary of the president is $42,294. 31. Faustin Archange Touadéra, Central African Republic. In 2016, the academic Faustin Archange Touadéra was elected president of the Central African Republic. Landlocked Central Africa exports mostly cotton, diamonds, coffee, and lumber. Faustin Archange Touadéra earns an annual salary of $42,524. 30. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso. At age 35, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is the youngest president in the world. He came to power after a military coup on September 2022. His arrival has raised great hopes among the population in view of the security situation. Captain Ibrahim Traoré has an annual salary of $43,810. 29. Evariste Ndayishimiye, Burundi. Burundi is led by General Evariste Ndayishimiye as president. He succeeded Pierre Nkurunziza, who passed away in 2020 as a result of COVID-19 related health problems. East African landlocked Burundi is mostly known for its tea and coffee exports. Evariste Ndayishimiye receives an annual salary of $47,300. 28. Philip Nyusi, Mozambique. Philip Nyusi has been the fourth president of Mozambique since 2015. Mozambique is a southern African nation. The main exports are raw aluminum, coal briquettes, electricity, raw tobacco, and petroleum gas. The president earns $47,500 per annum. 27. Salva Kiir Mayardit, South Sudan. Since South Sudan's independence on July 9, 2011, Salva Kiir Mayardit has served as the president of the nation. East Africa's Republic of South Sudan is a landlocked nation. The primary exports from the nation are agriculture and crude oil. Salva Kiir's presidential salary is $60,000 per year. 26. Kais Saied, Tunisia. Since October 2019, Kais Saied has served as Tunisia's fifth president. Insulated wire, crude oil, olive oil, men's tracksuits, and swimwear and men's suits or trousers are the primary exports of the North African nation of Tunisia. The president gets paid $65,497 a year. 25. Mswati Masisi, Botswana. Botswana's fifth president is Mswati Masisi. In 2018, he was elected to office. Prior to being elected to his present position in 2018, he served as the nation's vice president from 2014 to 2018. South Africa's Botswana is a landlocked nation. Nonetheless, the nation has an abundance of natural resources, including gold and diamonds. The yearly salary of President Masisi is $66,713. 24. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt. 2014 saw the appointment of retired military commander Abdel Fattah Said Hussein Khalil el-Sisi to the presidency of Egypt. Egypt is considered to be the origin of world civilization. The nation is in North Africa, and its primary exports are refined and unrefined petroleum. The president's annual salary is $72,000. 23. Lazarus Chakwera, Malawi. Since June 2020, Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera has presided over Malawi as its president. As per the Malawian constitution, he also holds the position of Minister of Defense. Groundnuts, tea, legumes, and raw tomatoes are the top exports of the East African landlocked nation of Malawi. The president's annual salary is $73,090. 22. Andry Rajoelina, Madagascar. Since 2019, Andry Rajoelina has served as Madagascar's president. After Indonesia, Madagascar is the second largest island nation in the world. Raw nickel, gold, vanilla, and other commodities are the main exports of the Southeast African nation. The president's yearly salary is $74,300. 21. Nana Akufo-Addo, Ghana. 2017 saw Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo lead Ghana as president, and 2020 saw him win re-election for a second term. Gold, agricultural products, and crude petroleum are the principal exports of the West African nation. The president has an annual salary of $76,000. 20. Paul Kagame, Rwanda. Paul Kagame is Rwanda's fourth president and a former military officer. East Africa's Republic of Rwanda is a landlocked nation. Coffee, tea, and the minerals niobium, tin, and tungsten are the nation's top exports. The president's annual salary is $83,578. 19. Prithviraj Singh, Mauritius. Prithviraj Singh, better known as Pranab Singh Rupon, became Mauritius' sixth president in 2019. The island nation of Mauritius is well known for its reefs, beaches, and lagoons. The island's two primary exports are textiles and sugar. The president makes an annual salary of $93,783. 18. Alassane Ouattara, Ivory Coast. Since 2010, Alassane Ouattara has served as the president of the Ivory Coast. Located on the southern coast of Africa, the Republic of Ivory Coast serves as the commercial center of sub-Saharan Africa. Its principal exports include rubber, refined petroleum, fish, coconuts, cocoa, and bananas. Alassane Ouattara receives an annual salary of $100,000. 17. Joseph Boakai, Liberia. Joseph Boakai is the president-elect of Liberia after the NOV 2023 presidential election in Liberia. He is yet to be sworn in as of the time of making this video. The West African nation of Liberia primary exports are gold, iron ore, and rubber. According to reports, the outgoing President Weah earned $100,000 annually, which may be the case of Joseph Boakai. 16. Mohamed al-Menfi, Libya. The Libyan Political Dialogue Forum's president is Mohamed al-Menfi, who leads the Libyan Presidential Council. In an effort to address the nation's political problem, he was elected to lead. Libya is a country in North Africa whose primary exports are gas and oil. The yearly income of Mohamed al-Menfi is $105,000. 15. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria. Chief Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu is a Nigerian politician who is the 16th and incumbent president of Nigeria. The West African nation of Nigeria is the most populous nation in Africa and relies heavily on crude oil. President Tinubu receives an annual salary of $106,956. 14. Denis Sassou Nguesso, Republic of Congo. In 1997, military commander Denis Sassou Nguesso was elected president of the Republic of the Congo. Petroleum is the primary export of the Central African nation of Congo-Brazzaville. The president's annual salary is $107,634. 13. Félix Tshisekedi, DR Congo. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has been led by Félix Tshisekedi as its president since 2019. Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC, was originally known as Zaire. This is the richest country in the world in terms of mineral resources. The president's annual salary is $109,200. 12. Hage Geingob, Namibia. After being elected in 2015, Hage Geingob became Namibia's third president. Radioactive chemicals, refined copper, gold, diamonds, and raw copper are the main exports of the southern African nation. The annual salary of the president is $109,223. 11. Azali Assoumani, Comoros. In April 2019, Azali Assoumani was chosen to serve as Comoros president. Before that, in 1999, he had become the head of state following a coup. Cloves, recreational boats, vanilla, etc. are some of its principal exports of this East African nation. The annual salary of President Azali Assoumani is $115,000. If you are still watching, it means you love it. Please like and subscribe to this channel as we take you to the 10 big boys on our list. 10. Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, Somalia. In May 2022, Hassan Sheikh Mohammed became the president of Somalia. You may find the Federal Republic of Somalia in East Africa. Livestock and gold are major exports. According to reports, Mohammed makes $120,000 per year. 9. Emerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe. Since November 2017, Emerson Mnangagwa has presided over Zimbabwe as its president. Following the removal of longtime President Robert Mugabe from office, he assumed leadership. Tobacco, cotton, platinum, gold, and chrome are among the principal exports of the southern African nation of Zimbabwe. The president gets paid $144,192 a year. 8. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Massago, Equatorial Guinea. As the president of Equatorial Guinea since 1979, Teodoro Obiang Nguema Massago holds the record for the longest tenure of any African leader. The principal exports of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea are gas and crude oil. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mosogo has an annual salary of $152,680. 7. Abdelmadjid Tebboune, Algeria. Algeria's president at the moment is Abdelmadjid Tebboune, who was chosen for the position in 2019. Algeria is a gas and crude oil-rich nation in North Africa. Tebboune makes $166,814 a year. 6. Yoweri Museveni, Uganda. Since 1986, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has served as Uganda's president. The nation exports tea, coffee, cocoa beans, gold, and raw sugar. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni receives a yearly salary of $183,216. 5. William Ruto, Kenya. William Ruto is a Kenyan politician who is serving as the 5th and current president of Kenya. The Republic of Kenya is located in East Africa. Its main exports are coffee, tea, and spices. William Ruto receives an annual salary of $194,976. 4. Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa. Since 2018, Cyril Ramaphosa has been South Africa's 5th democratically elected president. Southern Africa, the most developed region of the continent, is home to South Africa. The primary exports of the nation include automobiles, platinum, diamonds, gold, etc. Cyril Ramaphosa has an annual salary of $223,500. 3. Mohamed Ould Ghazouani, Mauritania. Mauritania's 9th president is Mohamed Ould Ghazouani, who took office in 2019. Iron ore, gold, non-fillet fish, and copper are the main exports of the Northeast African nation of Mauritania. The president makes $300,000 as yearly compensation. 2. King Mohammed VI, Morocco. The current ruler of Morocco, King Mohammed VI, is descended from the Alawite dynasty. North Africa's Kingdom of Morocco is mostly known for its exports of textiles, fruits, nuts, electrical machinery, and fertilizers. The king's annual salary is $480,584. 1. Paul Biya, Cameroon. For the 7th time, Paul Biya was elected to be the president of the Republic of Cameroon. At 90 years old, he is the oldest and second longest-serving president in Africa. Cameroon is a nation in Central Africa, whose primary exports are agricultural goods and crude oil. Paul Biya has an annual salary of $620,976. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more educative content like this one.